Hi, Music for Seniors gang. This is Carol Shane in Knoxville, Tennessee. I sure do miss you. I miss being in your communities and playing for you and singing with you. So for the next half hour or so, I'm going to play some good old gospel tunes. And it's mostly going to be me playing, but you guys need to feel free to sing along, clap along, snap. We're going to do a couple of things where you really get to move. Well, at least one thing where you really get to move. But we're also going to do some pretty rhythmic stuff. So you are always welcome to do whatever you want. When you feel the beat, it's a good thing. And I'm going to start off with a spiritual that I think is very appropriate for these times. It's called Nobody Knows the Trouble I've Seen, and it's followed by All Night, All Day, Angels Watching Over Me, My Lord. I want you to get a snap going, like that. Here we go. Did you hear those angels flying up? Still watching over you, though. All right. So now that we know the angels are watching over us, here's another one you can snap or clap to. And this is a really rhythmic one. And I'm sure you'll recognize it. It's called I Got Peace Like a River. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. A lot of you, if you were listening at Raintree with your activity director, Kathy DeCoates, I know who was singing. I know Kathleen was singing to that one, Marcella, Gisela, Lorraine was probably checking to see if I missed any notes. I'm sorry, Lorraine, I did. But maybe only you would know. Our hearts go out to all of our beloved community that we've gotten to know over the past year. And the next song I'm going to do reminds me of when I was growing up in church in Shelby, North Carolina, a small town in the Piedmont of North Carolina. And this song reminds me of my mother. And my mother was, she would go to church. She always had a pocketbook, right? She always had gloves on, pumps. She always had her hair done very nicely. And when it was raining, you know, she would put a kerchief over it. And so this song reminds me of her. And I would like to invite you to think of people in your life that are dear to you, that you have shared special moments with. And this hymn might be special to some of you. The name of it is Blessed Assurance. And this is kind of, it's kind of like a rock and roll waltz or something. I don't know. I hope you like it. I do. So here it is. That last chord was kind of a surprise, wasn't it? I like it. Okay, now here's another one that I heard a lot growing up, especially in Sunday school. We sang this one. This is just a good old hymn, and this is kind of a nice relaxed version of this, so that if you'd like, you can just sit back and relax and let the music wash over you. That's a good thing to do in these times. It's a good thing to do anytime. This is What a Friend We Have in Jesus. Isn't that pretty? I really like that arrangement. That's by a man named Mark Hayes. He's the one that arranged that hymn. He's actually the one that arranged a lot of these hymns. He's really good at this. I think he's found his niche. All right. Now comes time for you to get active. And what we're going to do is a good old tune called Dry Bones. Do you know it? I do. We're going to talk about how the foot bone's connected to the shin bone and the shin bone to the knee bone, all of that stuff. So I've made up some motions that I want you to do with me. We're going to help each other through this because I'm going to play and make these motions at the same time, and I hope I do okay. So you guys help me out. All right, so we're going to start with the toe bone connected to the foot bone. So that's what this looks like. The toe bone connected to the foot bone connected to the shin bone connected to the knee bone connected to the thigh bone connected to the hip bone connected to the backbone connected to the shoulder bone connected to the neck bone connected to the head bone. All right? And then on the second half, we're going to go backwards. So let's practice. Let's practice the second half going backwards from the head bone. So here we go. The head bone connected to the neck bone connected to the shoulder bone connected to the backbone connected to the hip bone connected to the thigh bone connected to the knee bone connected to the shin bone connected to the foot bone connected to the toe bone. Now hear the word of the Lord. Okay, we're gonna do it. You ready? I'm ready. Let's try. We're gonna sing a chorus first. Here we go. Them bones, them dry bones, them bones, them dry bones, them bones, them dry bones. Now hear the word of the Lord. Let's do it again. Them bones, them dry bones, them bones, them dry bones, them bones, them dry bones. Now hear the word of the Lord. Here we go. The That was great, you guys. Great moves on that. Okay, everybody kind of relax. And I'm going to get a drink of water. And now I'm going to play for you. This is one of the great hymns of comfort. And you know, it occurred to me that it doesn't really matter what religious tradition you grew up in, or whether you're a believer or not. When you listen to this hymn, the point being, I think that this hymn is of great comfort to everyone. It's called "His Eye is on the Sparrow," and the chorus says, "I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. For his eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me." In other words, somebody's watching out for you. That's a very comforting thought. And, you know, we can think about all the people who are watching out for us these days. My neighborhood has become very close. I've never been more grateful for friends. I want you to think about the people who work in your community, the people who, your activity directors, Cammie Duncan, Kathy DeCoates, Ashley Dixon, just a few, Priscilla Rodriguez. They care about you, and they're looking out for you. And the people who feed you, the people who are bringing you your dinner, and so many others who work in your community, their eyes are on you. And then, of course, there's also the spiritual aspect to this song. So I really believe that everybody can get something out of this song. Now, I'm not going to sing the words, but what I'm going to do is just play this very beautiful arrangement. And I just lost a page, so when I get to that part, you're going to have to wait for me to get things organized, and that's okay. So, this is called "His Eye is on the Sparrow." As you listen to this, I want you to think about all the people who care about you, the people who are caring for you, even people maybe who have gone beyond ahead of you, who may be looking down at you and looking out for your best interest. And us at Music for Seniors, please know that we care about you very, very, very much. And that we're looking to comfort you and enrich your lives at this time. This is "His Eye is on the Sparrow." His eye is on the sparrow. A lot of people care about you, me included. Okay, what's next? Another rhythmic one. This is a version of Amazing Grace, but it's going to sound like a Mexican band, maybe? Let me see. It's in here somewhere. You know how it is. You have to look it up in the book. Ah, there it is. I found it. I love this version. This is like if you could imagine somebody with a maraca. You know maracas? Like that kind of sound. And claves, that kind of sound. You can clap along. It has like a samba feel. So if any of you want to dance, if Sue is watching this, or William and Phyllis from the Daily Living Center, you can dance to this one, even at home, by yourself. You're still with the rest of us. Okay, here we go. Amazing Grace. Pretty lively, huh? I love that samba beat. It's a great beat. Okay, well, here's what we're gonna do now. Until next time that I see you, we're going to leave on a positive note, because that's one of our greatest skills to cultivate, is remaining positive. And you help me to stay positive, just knowing that you're there. I can picture your faces. I can remember the times we've been together. And so what I want to do in the coming days and weeks is I want us all to let our little light shine. And here we go again. Let's do some clapping. And if you want to, you can sing along with this little light of mine. Here we go. Let your light shine. Let's all do it. Everybody needs it these days. So you guys, until next time, I'll see you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I look forward to making more music with you. Bye.